What's going on, everybody?
Hi there. We are Ian and Dan.
That's right.
I'm Ian on the djembe.
And I'm Dan on guitar.
And we're here today at Sounds Like NYC TinyStage sessions.
That's right.
I'm super stoked to be here.
We're going to play 3 songs for you guys.
This first one is called Gold Key Shore.
All right.
That was very intense.
Hey, that was nice of you. Jimmy fills up the room.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah. So, thank you, Ian and Dan, for coming on, but really cool stuff. Oh my god.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I've never seen a djembe be used so aggressively.
It treats it like a drum kit.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, that's impressive.
I actually bought this in like Times Square. There's like they closed on like a block, a big flea market around there.
Yeah.
And yeah.
How much did you buy it for?
$100.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Hand carved and everything from Senegal. So yeah.
Awesome. So just like tell me a bit about yourselves. Like, how'd you guys end up in this city? How'd you guys meet?
Sure.
We went to high school together, Westboro, Mass, Central Massachusetts.
Outside the city of Worcester.
Ooh.
Yeah, we've known each other 16 years, met each other...
Longer than that now.
Is it 17 now?
I think it's like 18 now, because we knew each other since we were 16, so...
2006 was when we met.
Yeah, so...
It was April or May. The Tool album 10,000 Days. I actually knew. I knew his older brother.
16 and a
Yeah,
the reason why I'm laughing is because of the conversation that we were having before we began between you playing like Enter Sandman and just like your aggressive drumming. It makes sense that you guys bonded over Tool.
Yeah. We're actually gonna go see them next week. Is it next week?
Yeah, we're gonna see Tool.
Where are they performing?
in Long Island.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's weird. They're not coming to New York City. It's so strange. I think it's really strange.
Yeah.
But anyways, when that album came out, I actually knew Dan's older brother first, and he invited me to the listening party. So that's how we met. And
In my basement.
Yeah,
Nice.
we've been playing and writing music together ever since. I moved here in 2017 to study as an actor. I went through a conservatory program at the Maggie Flanagan Studio for 2 years, and then Dan moved here after I was on my way out.
Nice.
Just in time for COVID-19.
Oh yeah.
As you do. Wait,
As one does.
So you guys didn't go to college together?
Originally we
UMass,
did.
yeah, UMass Amherst, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, so your like grad studies was in acting, or I guess?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
okay, I
yes,
see.
yes. Mm-hmm.
So why pursue acting?
Because I love it.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to. You know, it's funny. I teach music right now at School of Rock in Brooklyn, and one of my students, he straight up, 10-year-old, asked me what was my dream when I was his age.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Deep question.
Wow.
Second time I've taught this student.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, wow. And I said I wanted to be like a warrior. I wanted to be a knight. I wanted to like ride a dragon. So, you know, I think that kind of tied into you can really only do that as an actor. But
True.
I don't know. It's like it's interesting. In terms of like performance, performing music and performing acting, they both have like their, I don't want to say their pros and cons, but like just different sides of your humanity that you can express. You can be a little more emotionally vivid when you're acting. You know, if you're singing a really moving song, you can't sing too well when you're crying, you know?
That is true. Because what's that thing in like musical theater? You know, once the character's emotions become too much for singing, that's when they break into dancing.
Yes,
And then
exactly.
once emotions become too much for dance, or
No, it's when they're too much for speaking.
you
break
then you
into
turn
song.
and then too much for song, you break into dance.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, does make sense. I mean, I guess that's like the whole ethos of like musical theater in the first place, right? That's
Totally.
so cool though.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. So like, are you trying to do more like Broadway stuff, or more like film, or like whatever comes your way?
Right now, whatever comes my way. I mean, I was in like I finished my actual training, but we were in the business program when the pandemic hit. So just as I was starting to meet casting directors and whatnot, everything shut down, and so. In New York, I've strictly done film stuff and web series. I actually haven't
Series.
Yeah, haven't had a chance to do any theater yet, but
Wait, but like, please tell us about the web series. Like, are they available on YouTube, or like
they
the
are.
third party?
The first one I did. If you're a Star Wars fan, my old roommate who I first lived with,
This was great.
Kirk. He wrote an entire what's it called? Fan fiction called Chewie Chats. It was based off. There's an app called like Chewbacca Chats, and it's just like a sound bank of Chewbacca sounds. And so it started as Kirk, my old roommate Kozanowski, who's an incredible actor, an artist. He was just using the app and like cutting back and forth. Then he got a friend who wanted to go all in, so he bought himself a Chewbacca costume, and they wrote an entire season. I think it was like 12 episodes, about 2 hours of
It's
content.
amazing.
It's such a crazy story. And it has, the premise is Chewbacca is a burnt out, struggling actor after the end of
Star Wars.
and he's Kirk's roommate. So Kirk has to play himself as a character.
And like, you play Chewbacca then? Or?
I actually did. I'm
Dude,
in the
that's
Chewbacca
amazing.
costume
Can't
a
wait
lot.
to see that.
Not every episode I was. Actually, they wrote me in a new character. I got to be the pizza delivery guy. Yeah.
That's
Garrett.
so cool.
So-
I'm definitely looking forward to
So Chewbacca Chats on YouTube. Definitely
Chewie
look that up.
Chats.
Chewie Chats. Sorry,
Chewie
Chewie Chats.
Chewie
That's
Chats.
right.
Got
Chewie
it.
Chats.
Got
Yeah.
it. Well, this is a weird segue, but let's get into your second song.
Song. All right, this one's different. This one's
Ooh.
pretty different. From
Yeah, that's how songs work usually, I think.
Sometimes not though. For some bands.
Sorry to be snarky. Well, some people say that about Tool, right? Like,
Yeah.
what do you think about, was it Fear
Inoculum?
Like, what do you
We're
think
not
about
big
it?
fans of Fear Inoculum.
Is it because it's too samey, or just not a fan of the
We
direction?
feel like we're huge into Maynard, like the singer.
Yeah.
We love Maynard's input in the band, and he kind of seemed like he phoned it in.
Yeah, I've heard that opinion before actually as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also, he's like only in like 20% of the album. Like
Yeah,
he's
like
just-
the
Oh,
songs
so it's
are-
mostly instrumental?
Well, it's just like
Yeah.
the songs are like 12 minutes long, and he's like in it for like 15% of each song. It just seems like he just kind of like there's moments that he should be singing,
Yeah.
and it should be like intense, like near the end, especially
Yeah.
these songs. But he just lets the riffs go. And
I mean, I think the Perfect Circles.
Perfect Circles are huge Perfect Circles
Yeah,
fans,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when in doubt, just Perfect Circle out.
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
Alright, let's get into the next song, which will be
Typical.
Typical.
It's a typical wasteful morning, metaphorical bargain for life. I'll die, but there's you. It's a typical wasteful morning, metaphorical bargain for life. I'll die, but there's you. It's a typical day in the life. It's a tip to my darling good friend. You'll never die. You'll never end. You'll never end. What's become of this place? You know our greatest claim is left to flow like water under the bridge. Such a shame that freedom ring. You say I haven't heard that bell for a while. Yeah, it's been a while. Yes, it's been a while. It's been a while. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Turn this typical wasteful morning to an ornament garnished in light. Take it in stride. Tend to you. Turn this typical wasteful morning to an ornament garnished in light. Open your eyes. You'll never end. You'll never end.
So, great job once again. Is there any kind of like what is the meaning of this song? What is the meaning of life in your opinion, huh? No, but like tell me more about this song. Like,
The one we just played?
yeah.
Like, you know.
Song's a song, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's like two parts of the song. There's like the, you know, the it's a typical wasteful morning, you that was kind of born out of like feeling like the same old thing every day.
Was this because of the pandemic? Like, was this really in the pandemic?
Is like 2011.
Okay, yeah.
Just like having a job and just like kind of same thing every day.
Yeah.
Typical wasteful morning, metaphorical bargain for life. Like I'll die, but there's you. And then I brought that idea to Ian, and then we kind of changed things. We added some words, and it's a typical day in the life. It's actually a nod to John Lennon.
Okay.
A Day in the Life's my favorite Beatles song, and we say in like the next verse we say it's a typical day in the life, and we say it's a tip to my darling good friend.
Ooh, wordplay.
You'll never die. You'll never end. Yeah.
It's I don't know. Yeah.
It's about turning the negative into like a positive. Realize that like we're eternal and all this sort of stuff.
Nice.
Soul and our spirits. And moving on. And then we kind of have like the middle part.
Very Tool. Very Tooly.
Yeah.
Hey, Lateralis is like my favorite album of all time.
Yeah.
It's like a holy relic in my opinion.
Yes. Yeah. So like, do you guys? Because it seems like, like at least with like you guys, like this project is definitely just like more acoustic based. But I mean, between your influence coming from Tool and stuff like that, like it definitely seems like this would make for a great fuller rock production.
You're speaking our mind right now. We're actually assembling a band right now.
Nice.
Well, we started off as like a rock band. My brother was a drummer, and our good friend Justin. First Brian, and then Justin was like a bassist. But actually,
so you love Tool, and you had a bassist called Justin.
Yes.
Was that like the first requirement? Like.
No, I did realize that then. But I kind of
like.
So Tool in a Perfect Circle and like heavy bands.
Like Porcupine
Metallica
Tree.
for me, Porcupine Tree. That's like half our influences. The other half is actually Beatles and Beach Boys and Senator Garfunkel. So we love like harmonies,
Yeah.
That's
Cat Stevens.
Cat Stevens, yeah.
I see.
We love like 60s and 70s songwriting and
which brings out this more acoustic sort of like vibe.
So this actually was born out of us playing covers in like bars and restaurants in Massachusetts. It's easier to sell 2 acoustic guys at a restaurant and get a couple $100 for a night than it is to be like, hey, we have a whole band. So we've been playing covers and we worked at big time in Boston, and then our idea was to copy and paste that into New York. More people, more money, more opportunity.
Our bar gigs started turning into corporate gigs and weddings and like
birthday parties.
What is a corporate gig in the sense? Like, what you're just like at like some like companies.
Where it's at, man.
That's where it's at.
No, but I can't imagine. I mean, you guys in this. Oh well, if it's covers, I guess you would be playing the djembe. Okay, but I'm just like imagining you guys.
It's a typical.
Yeah, just.
But so we just been doing that, and then with the pandemic, it just we actually were starting to audition people right before the pandemic, and then with outdoor seating started, we started doing the cover thing again here in New York, and we were very fortunate to get gigs in both Brooklyn and in like the West Village.
Ooh, not bad.
Cafe Wah and Club Groove on McDougal Street, and then we got a sweet gig this summer out in the Hamptons, and
the Hamptons.
And through people that we met up there, they started saying, you guys sound really great. We want to hear your original stuff. So we just kind of were like, hey, like, what if we took some of our songs that we have full band arrangements for in our head, and some of them are even actually recorded, that we just did in our basement studio. Over in March through like June, July of 2020.
So we just acoustified our songs, and this is what you're hearing now. But we do.
Okay, so they started out as like full arrangements.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
So this is the acoustic versions of the song.
Oh, okay, I see.
But it's cool because it's like the bare skeleton of the song. It's like the rhythm, the vocals, and the chords.
Yeah, that's all you need. Yeah.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
No,
we thought it was all you need, and then we started playing shows on the bill with other bands.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we
right.
would open, and it'd be like cool and everything.
Yeah.
But then when another band, like you just can't compete with the mic, kick drum, and a guitar. And it just fills up. It just like touches you. It makes you move.
Yeah.
So we're like, we miss the rock band. So that's we're doing it right now.
I see. Yeah, for sure. I mean, cause what are you looking for in like a band member?
We're looking. Well, we got a drummer, a rhythm guitarist / keyboardist, and a bassist.
Oh, so the band is already assembled.
Yeah, we are.
Cause I thought you guys were like still like looking. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So like, how'd you meet these guys? Two fans .org.
Friends, like just friends, like we met.
One guy we were playing in a singer-songwriters group at the beginning half of last year.
Mm-hmm.
So the bass player is from that group too. But then
one of them was my roommate.
Nice.
My random roommate, and then his friend.
Nice.
He's not my friend, yeah.
All in the family.
All in the
All in
family.
the family.
Nice. Well, let's get into your third song for the set, which will be Gratitude.
We set our sights onto a vision. Our patience was tried. We cried and cried, no more waiting. All around temptation of diversion. Climbing up the wall, only rise or fall must be pushing. Gratitude for you. Hallelujah, we are undivided. Many lives, many masters. Every page should be turned, holding lessons best well learned and imprinted on me. There is no time, only wisdom. So gratitude for you. Hallelujah, we are undivided. Hallelujah, yeah, 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 we are undivided.
I've never seen somebody do double bass drum on djembe before, Gus. That was really cool. Yeah.
Cool.
But Jesus, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do when I like mix this.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. But it's a fun challenge, but like a challenge nonetheless. That's gonna be interesting to deal with. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's dynamic, man.
Yeah, I mean to say in the least. Yeah, you guys were even clipping, like.
And the verses, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was like the last kind of like
Okay.
double kick. That's what I'm gonna call it because that's
Yeah,
how
yeah,
like
yeah.
like the double
That's what it
kick
would
drum
be.
thing,
Yeah, totally.
and like yeah, you guys were even clipping clipping like the monitor. I mean, and clipping like the interface, and the game was just like set to half. Oh my god! And like with how far the mics are, Jesus Christ! Oh my god! No, but no problem, no problem. Yeah. Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, exactly. But no, those just sound really cool with like a bunch of like I don't know, like analog pre's and stuff like that. All that like distortion and stuff like that. But we'll see what happens after. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys are so cool. But just like tell me, I mean, Ian before was talking about his, I guess, giving like his elevator pitch as a human being. But Dan, what about you? Like, what do you do outside of like the group or outside the band?
I mean, I'm a music guy through and through. I don't really have like other like
Hobbies.
Yeah. I'm like such a music guy.
Yeah.
I'm like a guitarist. I do a lot of acoustic work and Spanish guitar stuff that I get streams and I do some sync licensing with that.
Oh,
and,
that's so cool.
Yeah, and I'm like really into mixing for other people and producing. And I'm like just like anything under like the music spectrum, like whether it's instrumental music or vocal music, production, mixing, mastering. I love all that. Film scoring that I do with Ian as well.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Did you guys study film scoring like in school, or was that something they just picked up on your own?
That was more of we picked it up really through my network of actors and people who are especially when the pandemic hit, it was just kind of like still people were trying to as long as people were masked up and whatnot and came with a negative test, they were still doing small crew short films, and we had a studio, and we could do music for them at an affordable price, and it would they wouldn't have to worry about getting the rights for someone else's song or whatnot. So it kind of was really just came out of that, and then like most things in the arts, word of mouth, and so we've done a few now. Yeah, actually.
That's so cool.
A few of our films, and a few of them are in the circuit, the festival circuit right now.
Dude, congrats! Yeah. That's so cool.
So we've managed to like network and do some cool stuff despite COVID. In the last 2 years. Yeah. So I'm just excited to be here longer and to have COVID kind of.
Yeah, of course, because you haven't. Yeah, because like. I mean, it sucks that you came right when the pandemic started, but like, hopefully things get better sooner.
We hit the ground running. Like right when we moved here, 2 months before COVID, my 2 months here before COVID, we were like busking almost every day. We like went
busking out in this cold.
We did it in the train stations.
Okay, cool.
But there were some days like there was 55 in January, and we would
that's true.
Outside,
yeah.
We actually had some like pretty awesome crowds. We would go to Bethesda Terrace, Christopher Street as well.
Where is Bethesda Terrace?
In Central Park.
You're like the big fountain.
Okay,
the under. It really sounds amazing in there.
Yeah.
So many buskers.
You can never get that spot. We've gotten it once.
You gotta get there like 7:30 in the morning. Yeah. No.
If you guys ever, because I know in like Washington Square Park, they could be a bit hard about it.
Yeah, they've done that. They kicked us out.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, Louis C.K. tipped us there.
Louis C.K.
Yeah, he did. We were playing
All My Loving by the Beatles.
Yeah.
I remember it was the day that the first COVID case was reported in Manhattan.
Oh yeah, I remember that
being
day.
Like nervous, like going to Manhattan, but we needed to busk, so we did, and I was like, dude, that's Louis C.K.
Oh man, that was the whole thing. I remember the day before the city went into lockdown. Me and my friends from college, kind of like international students, we were like all down in the city, and I remember on my way to go meet them at Brooklyn Bridge, I saw this woman with like a big can of Lysol spraying down like the Metro car machine, and I was just like smirking at that. Yeah. Things. Looking back now, looking back now, her concerns were well justified for sure. But man, I'm happy that you guys are making the best of the pandemic, and it's like really cool what you're doing. Like, is your Dan specifically, is your like honeymoon phase with the city still a thing, or have you moved past it? Because considering
I moved past it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Wait, what do you mean by that though?
I don't know. Where you think? Oh
he
my
didn't
God,
even get
New
a
York
honeymoon
City.
phase. His honeymoon phase was literally our apartment.
That's what I'm
when he first
thinking.
moved
Yeah,
here.
like oh my God, I'm in New York City. This is so amazing. Like it's just like starstruck by everything and
we had
everyone.
Some really amazing experiences though. Like before
That's true.
COVID.
We did.
I guess
like
that's what I
what?
call my honeymoon phase.
Kind of like the busking and like the busking and stuff like that.
Stuff people we met. Like we played. Stephanie's party was a blast. I was in the Bronx, and like we played for this birthday party. It was like packed, and it was like 4 a.m. and it was like so fun. And we saw the green light like in Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
We think that F. Scott Fitzgerald lived near there.
Yeah,
like,
he definitely hung out there. It's my friend, Stephanie. Her grandmother owns it's like the very bottom of City Island. I don't know if you've ever been to see it. It's like
No,
literally
never.
the bottom, and across the water is Queens. And if you've read Great Gatsby, like in the opening scene, they talk about it, and they're saying that's Queens, that's the green light, blah, blah, blah. And literally, at night, when you're standing in her backyard on the water, you can see the green light across, and it's Queens. It's just like...
Wait, the green... Oh, so like actual physical light?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But why is it green?
Great Gatsby?
Like, another great... I never read it, but like, why would like Queens just be like glowing green, like, during night?
I think it's like a shipping... there's like a shipping center there or whatnot. So yeah, it's just like a kind
and
of...
it's been there for 100 years? That's crazy.
Cheryl mentions it in
No. You guys are probably right, but like for that light to still be there, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So, but yeah, it was a great night, and then the guy who was playing
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Yeah, we met the guy that was playing Hamilton.
Oh, what's his face?
Well, not Lin-Manuel, but like,
the
current guy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
JJ, yeah.
Damn,
Jimmy
that's
Jeter.
so cool.
Jimmy Jeter, yeah.
Yeah, he's actually, I think, he went to Australia.
He was at the party.
That's so cool.
And we like befriended him, and he came over our place 2 days later to like jam at our studio.
Oh, so he plays. Oh, obviously,
he
doing like
plays music.
Yeah, he writes his own music.
He writes his own music. So
he does the
really
music.
Good R&B.
So he came over,
stuff,
and this is like my first month in New York, right? And then he comes over, and like we got Hamilton at our place right now.
Yeah.
And then he invited us 2 days after that to go check out Hamilton. He gave us like super discounted seats, and then he took us backstage right after. It was like it was amazing, yeah. So like there was a lot of amazing like New York moments right before COVID hit.
Oh my God! Imagine what's gonna happen once we get over this pandemic. Jesus.
I know.
And we played at Cafe Wall in the West Village.
I don't know what that is, but I guess it's famous.
It's on McDougal Street.
Yeah. Okay,
it's where like Richard Pryor got to start there. Bob Dylan got to start there.
What?
Yeah.
Very historical.
Yeah, it's like a historic place. We played there like almost every week from like, February 2021 to like August or September 2021. Yeah.
Dude, you guys, I can't wait to see what you guys do next. But like speaking of which, I mean, what is the plan for like this year? I mean, you guys seem to be super busy, but like just like what are your guys' personal plans as like individuals? I guess I was like a omni. What do you call it? I was gonna say like an omnicron, oxymoron, but what are your plans? Oh yeah. What are your guys' plans like as a group, but also as like individuals?
Sure.
Plans, goals.
Well, the
5-year plan.
The band's a big one for us. Like we want to
playing out.
We've
been indoors with these songs for too long, and it's about playing out, and so.
Getting gigs, and we had a couple of good gigs in January, but we're kind of like in a lull right now as we're like building up the band. We have dates booked April 9th, Saturday night, right at the Stonewall.
Yep. Stonewall Inn in the West Village. And
May 6th at Brooklyn Music Kitchen.
What is that, Brooklyn Music
It's
Kitchen?
It's a new venue. It's like 5 months old.
Oh, cool.
It's on Vanderbilt Ave, and it's like near the Brooklyn Navy Yard. I guess it's technically Clinton Hill. But it's like a one-room venue with a really nice stage, really nice sound system, but it's all like sit-down tables, so I think it can only hold like 72 people. So it's great for, bands up and coming. You get a 4-band bill, you can fill that place, and it's a great little spot.
Nice. I want to check it out now.
On a personal level, I'm trying to get as much work as possible, Jobs, anyone out there need a music teacher or an audio engineer, call us.
I guess same for you. Oh, same for you then, yeah. No, because I'm thinking more for you, kind of like in like the acting world, but I guess is that like on the back burner?
I mean, acting. It's the acting world is a whole. It's a crazy place right now, whenever I get opportunities to audition, I do it. It's just for acting. It's like with anything, it's all a numbers game. And a lot of stuff hasn't been coming through lately though. So I'm just reading the signs. Music has been giving me opportunities, especially at the end of last year and even now this year. It's really just been music that's kind of been keeping me afloat. So, I haven't thrown the towel in, but it's just nothing's really coming through. So, just keep auditioning and submitting to audition, and if something comes through, great.
Awesome.
I mean, I did a bunch of stuff in 2020 and 2021, so there are short films that are going to be coming out that I'm in. They're just still in
taking
post.
time. Yeah, they're in
still
production.
in post,
yeah,
so there's nothing you can do about that's the killer about being an actor is it's like
it takes
you do all this prep, you have this incredibly intense and very fast paced and short lived experience, and then you don't do anything anymore for that.
Like a year sometimes
longer. Yeah.
No, I definitely get that. I basically have trust issues with drummers. Basically, to summarize, drum recording for my EP that was supposed to take, and the EP still isn't out because of like this whole debacle. But it was basically because of like COVID and everything. But basically, drum recording that was supposed to take 2 weeks ended up taking 7 months. But it just got completed like a couple of weeks ago because one of my friends came in clutch. Thank you so much, Ben de Urso. Jesus, drummers, am I right? And with that, and with that note, thank you guys so much for coming on. Sounds like NYC's TinyStage. I didn't introduce myself because I was so enamored by your music, but I've been Daniel behind the camera because we can only afford one camera at the moment. And thank you, Ian and Daniel, for coming on.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, of course, do your thing.
If you like what you heard, please give us a follow at Ian Dan Music, IANDAN Music. You can also visit us at iandanmusic.com.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Speaking of which, will the band also just be what, like the Ian and Dan band?
That's another discussion
I like that name.
we're having.
Another discussion we're trying.
Yeah.
It's like Simon and Garfunkel did it, but I don't know. It's our first name, so it's like it sounds a little different.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. We're still working that out.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to.
Might be like Ian and Dan and the Wibble Wobbles.
The Wibble Wobbles.
You never know.
Dude, I'm looking forward to it.
The Clippers. I like the Clippers.
To be honest, yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah. But it sounds like something that was like probably taken by like somebody.
A basketball team.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, well, you better get the copyright for like the music version, for the music copyright. All right, guys, thank you so much again for coming on.
Thank you.
This has been Sounds Like NYC's TinyStage.